Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Mike. I am ADD's advocate from Atlanta. I want to touch bases on a few things that's really plagued me. First of all, when I was a young kid, as I've mentioned before, at 5 years old, I was prescribed Ritalin because I needed it. The day or two after I had been in second grade, I was doing terrible. And one night the teacher calls my mom, and asks her what was going on, that they had a huge breakthrough. What was up with me? So my mom explained to her that they had put me on Ritalin that day. And like I said, the teacher saw a night and day difference. Was not able to pay attention in class, do the task assignments, etc., etc. But the medicine helped me focus, and so on and so forth. So with dealing with ADD, it's no one's fault but my own. I made very terrible decisions in life and went down very dark paths, and I have no one to blame for it but myself. But along my journey, um, I'm older now and wiser, and have been through a lot and seen a lot. And because of the choices I made, I've lived a rather train wreck of a life. And I haven't even got to my stories. I'm not there yet. Where I am at is getting to the bottom of what's on my heart, and that's helping other kids with ADD. I'm going to start a nonprofit organization, and I'm going to start calling to the high schools around here and going out and speaking with children that have ADD. And I think I got a good chance, to not only better some people, better some lives, but maybe save them as well. Um, Mental health is one of those things that's kind of always been swept under the rug. But as for most of you know, our jails and institutions and prisons are overfilled with people that didn't get help for their mental disabilities. And most of them either wind up dead or in prison. Very few of us succeed and move on in life. But we are artistic people at nature. We have special gifts. We're very in tuned to the world and the vibrations and the spiritual realm, the physical realm. We're very in tune as people with disabilities, especially learning disabilities. And I have a very close friend that was on that journey with me all through school growing up. I had a very close friend, Aaron McDowell. We even were in a funny house together even at one point. This is how close me and this guy were growing up. We've even been in a nut house together. He lost the battle. He killed himself a month and a half ago. And he was one of my best friends and still is. And if I can say things for some other families, I'm willing to, because that was what it took for me. I've a lot of people. I've buried a lot of loved ones. I even kissed a best friend goodbye who was already dead at the hospital. I've seen him experience bloodshed most of my life, but one of my best friends killed himself. That was it for me. That was the final straw. So, if you would pass this on, help me in my endeavors and adventures. My quest is to tell my story. I have a huge testimony. I have a testimony that's for God, that proves there's a God, okay? I've seen and done things that just don't make sense. And so my testimony is out of this world. but I'm not ready to shoot my load all at once. So follow me on my journey and pass me around, please. I'm going to be helping any children I can with ADD in the greater Atlanta area. If there's any children outside of that, via whatever, social media, I'm willing to help, but I want to talk to these kids before they end up where I did, going down roads that I did, going down the road that people in my situation and people that I knew and are now gone, they're not here. So I make that as a testimony, as a warrior. I'm still left, I'm still around. A lot of people that are in my shape, in my shoes, they're dead or in prison. I've buried more friends than almost as much as I've had. This is Mike in Atlanta, ADD's advocate. Please share this message. Thank you.